Hey guys, welcome to class today. My name is Amy and I'm going to guide you through this short and sweet everyday yoga flow. So let's get started right away. Come towards the back of your mat, bring your big toes to touch, separate your knees and lower down into a child's pose, stretching your arms forward and bringing your forehead to the mat. Take this moment of stillness at the beginning of our practice to connect with your breath. Come up onto fingertips now and feel the difference that makes across the upper middle back. Walk your fingertips over to the right now, keeping your hips as they are, getting a nice stretch into that left side of the body from left hip all the way to left wrist. Come back through center now and continue over to the left, keeping your hips as they are and stretching the right side of the body from right hip to right wrist, still up on fingertips. Walk your hands back through center once again, and on your next inhale, use that to come up onto all fours. Knees underneath of hips, wrists underneath of shoulders. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the tailbone, and arch the back. Exhale, tuck the tail, round the upper middle back. Cat pose. Inhale, neutral spine. Tabletop. Inhale, reach your right fingertips towards the sky as you twist to the right. Dive that right hand under the left now and drop your right shoulder to the mat. Inhale, right fingertips back up to sky. And exhale, reach your right fingertips forward as you lower your hand back to the mat. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the chest, cow pose. Exhale, tuck the tailbone and round the upper middle back, bringing your chin to your chest. Inhale, neutral spine once again. We'll do the other side, so weight the right hand and inhale, left fingertips come to the sky as you twist. Exhale, dive this left hand underneath the right and drop the left shoulder. Inhale, left fingertips back up to the sky. And exhale, reach the left fingertips forward as you bring the hand back to the mat. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the chest last time. Exhale, round the upper middle back to the sky. Inhale, neutral spine once again. And step your feet back into a plank. Adjust your hands as you need, bringing your wrists underneath of shoulders and really push the floor away here. Super strong in your plank. We'll hold it here for 3, 2, 1. And exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Take a moment in your down dog to take any intuitive movements. Maybe dropping one heel and lifting the other. Opening up the backs of the calves, the backs of the legs. And then find some stillness in your down dog. So soft bend in the knees, sit bones high to the sky. Turn your armpits towards your ears. Relax your neck. And start to walk your feet towards your wrists. You can walk your hands back to meet your feet if you prefer. And then with feet hip distance apart, fold down into our Uttanasana, our forward fold. Tummy to thigh. Bend the knees as much as you need. Release the head and the neck. If it feels good for you, grabbing opposite arm to opposite elbow. Maybe taking some sways side to side. Release your fingers to the mat once again. Bend the knees. And as you inhale, We're gonna lift the chest up, lift the arms alongside the ears for chair pose. Lift the chest in chair pose, strong in the lower legs. Hold it here, take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, hinge from the hip crease once again and lower your torso parallel to the floor. Really send the hip bones back and the arms reaching forward here. Super strong, take a big inhale. And exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana once again. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen from tail to crown, draw your shoulders back. Exhale, plant the hands and step back to plank pose. Hold it here in plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Step your feet to touch. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Keep your hips square. Bend the right knee and draw your knee down the midline, rounding your upper middle back as you come forward, and draw your knee up into your chest. Inhale, send it back, three-legged dog once again. This time exhale, bend the right knee and open out the hips. Maybe your left heel drops a little deeper for scorpion dog. Really lift that right knee to the sky, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, exhale, re-square the hips, draw your knee down the midline, round your back as you come forward, and then step it between your hands. Spin onto your back heel now. Inhale, lift up, warrior two. Strong in the front leg, hip wrapping underneath of you. Extend your arms to the side and gaze out over your right fingertips. Inhale, straighten your front leg and lift your arms alongside your ears. Exhale, rebend the front knee, warrior two. Hold it here in warrior two, take a big inhale. And exhale, start to reach your right fingertips forward, hinging from the hip, and then bend your elbow and bring your forearm to your thigh. Lift your left arm alongside your ear up to the sky, and maybe your gaze goes with it. You can stay just here in a modification or of extended side angle, or slide your right hand to the inside of the right leg, bringing your fingertips to your ankle, or maybe they reach the mat. From here, inhale, reach the left arm alongside your ear, stretching it forward for extended side angle. Strong in the legs, using the connection of the right knee to shoulder to stabilize, so we can lengthen the left side of the body. Take a big inhale and exhale. Frame the front foot with the hands, spin onto the ball of the back foot and tiptoe your foot forward. Hands out in front for support. Soft bend in this right leg, lift up, warrior three. Left leg parallel to the floor. You can keep your fingertips down or hands in prayer at heart center. Really lengthen from the tip of the left toes out through the crown of the head. Big inhale. And exhale, fingertips drop. Big step back with the left foot. Drop to your back knee and untuck the toes. Inhale, peel the chest up, arms alongside your ears, Anjaneyasana. Drive your pelvis forward. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down, hands to the mat. Tuck your back toes under and step back to a plank once again. And we're going to transition now, spinning onto the pinky edge side of the right foot, stacking the feet and opening the chest to the left for Vashisthasana, side plank. Modification here. You can drop to the right knee, open the foot to the side for support, and take your side plank like so. Alternatively, feet are stacked. Lift the hips away from the mat. Super strong. We'll hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Left hand comes down. Plank pose. Hold it here. And on your inhale, drop your hips towards your mat. Lift the chest for floating up dog. Take a moment here, broaden across the collarbones. Big inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. So good. We'll do the other side. So feet touch. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Keep the hips square. Bend the left knee and draw your left knee through the midline to hug your knee up into your chest. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale, three-legged dog once again. Bend your right knee and lift your left knee to the sky. Opening out the hip. Maybe your right heel drops closer to the mat. Really squeeze those left glute muscles. Lift that left knee high to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, re-square the hips. Draw your knee down the midline and step it through. Pin your back heel down. Get ready now. Cartwheel your arms up to warrior two. Back thighs spinning in. The right glute is wrapping underneath. Super strong in the legs. Extend your arms out to the side and take your gaze out over your left fingertips. Create space between your vertebrae as you lengthen from tail to crown. And as you inhale, straighten that left knee and reach your arms up alongside your ears. Exhale, rebend the front knee. Warrior two. Hold it here. Inhale, straighten the front knee, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Hold it here. Inhale. Exhale, start to reach your left fingertips forward, hinging from the hip, and then bring your forearm to your thigh. Lift your right arm along, up towards the sky, and you can hold it just like so, or left hand slides to the inside of the left leg, and you can grab the ankle, maybe your fingertips reach the floor. Inhale, reach your right arm alongside your ear. Extended side angle. Strong in that front leg. Turn your chest towards the sky as we stretch the right side of the body. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Right hand comes down. Frame that front foot and start to tiptoe the right toes forward. Hands out in front for support. Soft bend in this left leg. Right leg to the sky. Warrior three. You can keep your hands on the mat or in prayer at heart center. Challenging our balance here. Lengthen from the tip of the right toes out through the crown of the head. Big inhale. Exhale, drop the fingertips and big step back with that right foot. Drop to your back knee and untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the chest, arms up on low lunge. And exhale, come back down, hands to the mat. Tuck your back toes under and step back to plank once again. Strong in your plank pose. And again, you can drop to your left knee, spin the foot out to the side. Take this modification of a side plank, the right hand to the sky. Or alternatively, spin onto the pinky edge side of the left foot. Stack the feet, right arm to the sky. Strong in your side plank. Vashisthasana. Lift the hips away from the mat. We'll hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Right hand comes down, plank. Inhale, hips lower towards the mat, lift the chest, floating up dog. Take a big inhale, broaden the collarbones. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find stillness in your down dog here. Reconnect with your breath. And start to walk your hands back towards your feet. As you do so, start to heel toe your feet out to the side. Turn your toes out wide and start to sit back towards your heels. Calming down into Malasana, our low squat. You can keep the heels lifted here if it feels better. We're working towards getting the heels down onto the mat. Take your elbows to the inside of your knees. Hands in prayer at heart center. Shrug your right shoulder to the inside of the right knee and extend the right arm. Inhale, left arm to the sky, twist. Exhale, back through center, Malasana. Shrug your left shoulder to the inside of your left knee, extend the left arm. Inhale, right arm to the sky, twist. Come back through center now, Malasana, hands in prayer at heart center. Get ready to fire up the legs. We're going to push to stand here, so get ready, super strong. Inhale, exhale, push to stand. So good. Spin your feet forward. And bring your toes to touch, hands in prayer. We're going to come down to our knees, so you can follow along. I'm going to come into a toe stand, coming onto the balls of the feet and lowering down super slow. Drop the knees and sit back on your heels. Come to face the long edge of your mat. Stack the left hip on top of the left knee. Extend your right leg out to the side with the toes pointing forward. If this is uncomfortable for your hip or knee, you can bend that right knee in this configuration. Wherever you're at, slight tuck of the tailbone, extend your arms to the side, palms to the sky. Take a big inhale and exhale. Drop the right arm down and reach the left arm up and over. Big C shape with the body for Parigasana, gate pose. Really take your gaze to the sky and lift your chest. Big inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, come up out of the pose. Step your right knee in and sit back on your heels. Inhale. Take a nice deep breath between sides. And exhale. Come back up onto your knees once again. This time we'll extend the left leg, toes pointing forward. Again, the modification is to bend that left knee. Wherever you're at, right knee directly under right hip. Inhale your arms to the side, tuck your tailbone, palms up to the sky. Take a big inhale. Exhale, drop that left hand and reach the right arm up and over. Take your gaze towards your armpit, towards the sky. Open up the right side of the body. One more moment here. On your next inhale, use that to come up and step your knee back in. Sit back on your heels. Take a moment to let that settle. Nice deep breath. Come to sit on your bum and lower your back down to the mat. Bring your heels towards your bum, close enough that you can scratch the back of your heels with your fingertips. Inhale, lift your hips to the sky and simultaneously lift your arms alongside your ears. Exhale, lower your hips and lower your arms. Inhale, lift your hips, arms up alongside your ears. And exhale, lower your hips and lower your arms. Last time, hips high, arms up. This time, as you exhale, lower your arms, but keep your hips lifted. Interlace your fingers behind your lower back and shuffle onto your shoulders. Lift the hips high, puff the chest for bridge pose here. Keep the knees in line with your hips. Maybe imagine that there's a yoga block between your thighs as you engage the inner thigh muscles. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release the fingertips, lower the hips, and let the knees fall in on each other. One hand to heart, one hand to belly. Let it settle. Draw your knees in towards your chest for Apanasana. You can massage your lower back on the floor if it feels good. Reach your feet towards the sky, pointing through the toes. Flex the feet now and send the heels to the sky. And point the toes once again, and just do this a few times. Stretching the feet here, the lower legs. And then bring your toes back into a point. Slowly start to lower your feet towards the mat. You get about halfway there, you can open the feet a bit wider. Continue lowering down until your heels meet your mat. Open your palms to the sky and let it all go. Reconnect with your breath. Bring your awareness back to the soothing effect of the breath. Feel yourself relax into the mat below in our Shavasana here. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. If you wish, you can stay in Shavasana another 3 to 5 minutes. So you can pause the video here and stay connected with your breath. Or roll over to one side, coming into a fetal position. With your top hand, slowly press yourself up back to a seat. Nice and steady. We're in no rush. And come to sit on your mat. We'll close out our practice here with one final breath together. So, nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Sigh it out. Thank you for joining me for class today. It was a fun, short and sweet practice. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my future classes.